So guys, welcome to a new video today. Today we're going to talk about 5 of my favourite platinums that I have achieved. So let's get straight into it. First of all, we have Jack and Dexter. This was one of my first platinums I got. It was on the PS3 with the trilogy. I had it free on PlayStation Plus, and the nostalgia for it is unreal. It is a basic platinum. There is a bug for it that you can do, but I never did that. I went through the whole game, collected everything. I think it took me a couple of days to do. Um, it was a fun game, and I think you might notice from this is a lot of nostalgia stuff on here from my platinums. But this one was top notch. It's an old school platformer made by Naughty Dog. That was their new franchise, but that they developed on PS2 before it was Crash Bandicoot, which is my favorite series of all time. So this game was absolutely amazing. I loved it from start to finish. I need to actually play Jack 2 and 3 because I can't remember playing them at all. But hopefully I will get the platinums on them as well. So for number 2, we have Crash Bandicoot 2. I just don't really need to say anything. You guys should know, if you are new, I am a big fanboy of Crash Bandicoot. You know, I just love the games. The same as with Jack and Dexter. I remember playing them as a kid. Number 2 was the one that really shined for me. It's the one I clicked with the most, the one I would replay continuously all the time, like I did with Spyro, the first one. But this one was where they added some new mechanics, some different stuff, and I loved it. What I didn't like was the time trials. I was useless with the time trials when I was a kid, but then I got used to them. But I can remember like doing some of them levels super quick, and then when I got to it on the PS4, on the remake, I just couldn't do it. The trophy list is great though. It's quick, easy. It's like just basically pay for the game, do all the collectible stuff, break the boxes, all that good stuff. Also, you get to play as Coco, which you couldn't do in the first one, and in the original trilogy, and that is a good addition to the game. And also her ability, you get a trophy for I think killing like 5 people with her ability or spinning. So it's very easy. And I think it was a gold, but don't count me on that. I think that might be on a different one. So we got number 3. Number 3, my third favorite platinum is Kiln Floor 2. This might be a bit of a shock because a lot of people are either big fans of this game or not. Like the horde system, I really enjoy like the zombie killing aspect of it. It reminds me a bit of Black Ops Zombies, but I used to be more like uh, the first time when they came out. So World at War, playing like The Rise and stuff, and it had like that feeling to me for me. I remember buying this game for about like 20, 30 quid. Me and my mate bought it and we played it and we enjoyed it. And then we just stopped playing it. It came out on PlayStation Plus. I sold the game in CEX for 26 quid in CEX and then got it free on PlayStation Plus. That was like the best deal I've ever made in my life. But enough me rambling on. We are going to talk about the trophy list. So a lot of it is leveling up what was the biggest pain out of this lot. And I think you had to get to level 25 or 30 with 25 of a character. That was the most grindiest thing out of it. But all the rest of the trophies are pretty easy and simple. There was a glitch in one of the levels on the hardest difficulty. You just dived into like some tires, you jumped onto it, and then you could achieve the trophy because you just never take damage. But the only problem was you had to get ammo. But other than that, you were easy peasy lemon squeezy. The trophy list is pretty standard and simple. And also as well, I did achieve that on the stream. I remember that. I think it was one of my first games I streamed doing trophy hunting, and I achieved it. And I was like, oh god! And it's a pretty rare platinum as well. A lot of people forget about that. It's a very rare platinum. I think it was like 8% when I last looked. This is when the check was like fucking like 40% or something, like not even rare. But I know they keep adding DLC to it, so it's still a game that they're still adding to. And it's the people that made Maneater, which Maneater has a good trophy list, but we're not going to talk about the game on the PS4. I do have a review on that as well. If you want to check that out, feel free to. We are going to go to possibly one of my favorite PlayStation 4 games from day one. It is Resogun. Resogun was developed by Housemarque, and for me, I didn't know about Super Stardust. I wasn't really big into gaming at that time. When I got the PS4, I just thought I just wanted the PS4, play FIFA, Battlefield 4. Um, and I checked on the PlayStation Plus because I still had it activated from my PS3. They had Resogun as a day one edition, and I was immediately hooked. Like, arcades was just absolutely epic. I loved the game from start to finish. I did achieve the platinum on it. It did take a year later, I think, because I just went off it because I was just playing FIFA continuously. I wasn't really bothered about trophy hunting back then. So what I was planning on doing was go back to it when I got into trophy hunting. But that game was one of my favorite games. Just the colors, like first time playing it, like it was completely different to the PS3 for me, and it will always be one of my favorite games of like all time because it got like me into some different types of games. Like Dead Nation was free, like into them like arcade kind of games was more. I enjoyed them more now because I've never really tried them out when I was younger. I was more like play your platformers, um, like platformer collect fonts. I got into third person and first person shooters in the PS3 era, and PS2 I was like still platforming and like kids games because I was only young at the time, like Sonic, with my Dreamcast as well. Yeah, I had a Dreamcast. I think I was like the only one ever, and I think the only person that I know. I've asked people, "Did you have a Dreamcast?" And they go, "No." But yeah, Resogun was a good game. Good game. You had to do certain tasks in there to unlock to save people, and it will develop. It will make your abilities even stronger. And to be honest with you, I could play this game for endless amount of days. The trophy list is easy as well. It does take a little bit of learning the mechanics, but once you get that, it's simple and easy. If I can achieve it, you can achieve it. I'm gonna leave this one. This is the last one for my top five. It is God of War, the re- the reboot or remake or just the PS4 version. For me, this and The Last of Us are two games in my life that changed my aspect on gaming. Um, I was more into just like playing your basic Call of Duties, playing FIFA every year, Pro Evolution Soccer, and I still would play like some games here and there, listening to podcasts. But I got into God of War and I fell in love with it. I took a lot of break on, so I played it for a bit, and then I just abandoned it because like I did before, I was abandoning a lot of games because I was playing FIFA at the time, and I was trying to do competitive FIFA around when that God of War came out. I went back to it and I was immediately hooked, and I was like, got deeper into the story. Same as like with Last of Us, like the story hooked me in a way that I've never been hooked into a game before. Like the only kind of games I was ever hooked into were platformers like Crash, Spyro, Banjo Kazooie, and like Mario games. Are like the only kind of games that really hooks me back into like stuff, and Call of Duty because it's something brand new for me. Um, but like God of War was one of them games where it changed my aspect on everything. The trophy list. So it is very easy to get. You just got to put the time in and the graft. It is got like a good, well, not got a good, but it's a fantastic combat system. You feel like Thor and like Captain America in one. You beat the living crap out of everyone. It's so satisfyingly gruesome as well. Um, with like your combat, you face so many different types of enemies. It's great. Having Boy next year is a great thing because he can just like shock enemies with his arrows, which is great for like stun stuff when you're getting like hoarded. And like, he can also revive you as well. Or can he? I can't remember. But he is a great character, Kratos, in this one. I wasn't a big fan of him in the first three, but I need to play him all again. I played him on PS2 and PS3 first. I only watched my mate play it. So I just wanted to get back into that. With some of the other trophies as well, it's just side mission stuff, but because it's an open world, you can just gradually just grind your way through it. I did like the Odin's Ravens, like they kind of like spying on you kind of things. They're not Odin's watching you all the time. You just destroy them. They are very annoying to find sometimes, but there's a little noise they make. The notice it's like a crystally noise. If you've got the trophy, you would know. If you've played the game, you would know about that noise. I would definitely go for that platinum as well. Just keep going. The Valkyries are the worst thing out of the whole fit game, like difficulty wise. Um, but you just got to learn the patterns. Don't matter if you die about 10, 15 times, just learn the patterns and use your ultra abilities to your advantage, because there's some ways where they're about to attack you, you can just take them down and then it just resets their stuff again. So I would recommend doing that if you were doing the Valkyries and you're stuck, especially with the last one as well. The last one's a pain in the ass. Don't get me into that. We'll probably go on a discussion about that another day. But yeah, guys, there are 5 of my favorite platinums of all time. I have achieved them all. But if you have liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more of these type of videos. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.